Hi everyone, and welcome to your ultimate exercise ball class, brand new to the ball workout. If you have just sat down, I would really like it if you could pause, do the core maximus warm up, do our YouTube warm up, and then head back. Not only are you brand new to the ball, I also want to make sure that you are nice and safe and warmed up and injury free throughout our entire workout. All you need today, ball, a mat, or a surface. I like the mat on carpet so you're not too slippery. And then we're also going to need a little space at the wall for one of our exercises. Don't worry, you got this. We're going to work through the whole thing together and get you nice and comfortable with this lovely little ball. If you do have a mat down, one rule of thumb is you and your feet, or your ball and your feet are all on one surface at any given point through the workout. So, first one that we are going to do, both feet on either the mat or both feet on the floor with your ball. You're going to sit nice and tall, chest out, eyes up. We're going to place hands on the ball, and then you're going to bring your feet about hip width apart. We're going to lift one leg just a little bit up off the floor, nice, easy down, and we're going to alternate sides. So we have 6 exercises that I'm going to teach you today. This is number 1. We're going to practice for a minute, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, so nice and tall, fingertips on the ball, chest out, eyes up. Find something in front of you to focus on. Feet are hip width apart, and we're going to fight for foot off. Maybe it's a toe off. I'm coming forward, yes, my feet are off the mat, but just to demonstrate, even if it's a toe off, maybe it's a little half an inch lift, trying for 3 seconds, and then if you can, we slowly lower that foot back down. While we are lifting and lowering, we are fighting to keep the ball as still as possible. Shoulders relaxed. Don't forget to breathe. Sometimes when we're concentrating and learning a new tool, our tendency is to hold our breath, so I may remind you over and over today to breathe, have fun. We're just trying to get comfortable with using this new tool. We have 10 seconds left. You might find one side much easier than the other. One side might be much more difficult than the other. You might find you're getting more comfortable with it. Last one here, and down. Okay, next one is a super person. You're gonna bring your tummy onto the ball. So we're gonna stand behind the ball. We're going to bring tummy onto ball, fingertips nice and close to the ball. You may start kneeling behind the ball to come into this position as well. Make sure your feet are on the mat, ball is on the mat, fingertips close to the ball. And I say fingertips because I really want you to try and lift those shoulders up nice and strong so that you feel your back engaged right away. From here, fingertips touching, toes touching, we're going to lift opposite arm, opposite leg. Your thumb is going to go towards the ceiling. We're going to try to lift to neutral, hold for 3 seconds, nice, easy down, and we will alternate sides. Okay, 1 minute here, exercise 2. So head is in neutral. Every now and then, of course, you can look at me, but ideally you're looking straight down at the floor. If we cannot lift to neutral, think of trying to bring your hand towards the corner of the mat and just getting those toes off the mat just a tiny little bit. 3 second hold, nice, easy down, and we alternate sides. Try to keep the ball nice and still. Don't forget to breathe. If at any time you need to take a pause, then by all means, come off the ball, take a break, regroup, and come back in. Same thing on this exercise. You might find one side is easier than the other. Try to stay up onto those fingertips. Try to extend arm and leg in line with torso. So I'm not lifting past neutral here. I'm trying to get in line with my spine. And my arm can go out to the side just a tiny little bit. We're almost there. So you do not need to force bicep by ear. and thumb towards the ceiling, and we rest. Perfect. Come on, all the way back for me. Some people find that a little uncomfortable on their stomach. Most of the time, you get used to it. And if you join me for classes, I tend not to do more than one exercise on our tummy because it's not everybody's favorite position to be in. Okay, next one. We're seated on the ball. If you are on your mat, I want you all the way to the back of the mat. Okay, so right near the edge. You are going to walk yourself forward. I'll show you, and then we'll get started. Your hands are going to come onto the ball. You're slowly going to walk yourself out until your head and shoulders are resting on the ball. So head and shoulders resting, shoulders, hips, knees, nice straight line. Feet are going to be hip width apart. From here, you're going to lower your bum, push through your heels, and push hips back up to neutral. We are keeping the ball still and your knees still. Then you will slowly start walking yourself back up. Shoulders will come off the ball, hands will come to the ball, and we will all find ourselves back in this position. Trust the ball, trust me, you got this. Okay, let's slowly walk ourselves out. Hands are coming onto the ball. We're going to slowly walk yourself out. Let yourself be supported by the ball. Then when shoulders are on the ball, we're going to lift our hips, head will come and stay nice and relaxed. I like hands on my hips on this, but hands can go wherever make you comfortable. Okay, bum goes down, ball doesn't move, knees don't move. Push through heels, straight back up. We're going to repeat this pattern for about a minute. If back is ouchy, sore, don't lift so high. You can lift until you feel comfortable, and then that slow lower. So this pattern is not about how low can I get or how high. It is very much about keeping my knees still and keeping the ball still and breathing, right? Head and shoulders are nice and relaxed. Our hips are dropping towards the ground. Our knees are staying still. Ball still, shoulders relaxed. I'm going to push through my heels to lift my hips back up to neutral. Last one here. Down, and then in this upright position, you're going to keep your hips up, and we're slowly going to start walking ourselves back. So you're slowly going to walk back. Your chin is going to come towards your chest. Hands will find the ball. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, and here we are. Okay. Rest again for me. I'm going to demonstrate. This is the hardest of the 6 exercises. I'm giving it to you for something to work towards. It is still a challenging exercise for me 20 years in. But there is pieces, so I will show you different modifications for it. We're going to come back into that position. We'll be a little bit more comfortable. This time your feet are going to be hip width apart instead of shoulder width. So hands will come onto the ball. Just watch me first. We're going to walk ourselves out. Head and shoulders resting on the ball. Feet hip width apart. Hands are coming under hips. Your most important part of this exercise is keeping our hips level, not how high. From here, we're going to shift all our weight onto one leg, and we're going to fight for heel off the ground, maybe a little toe touches, maybe a little toe lifts. Eventually, you will extend that leg, control on the down, and we will shift sides. Toe up, my hips are level, my shoulders are relaxed, I'm breathing, and then I am down. Okay, if we need to, and it'll make it a little bit easier, you drop your hips and do the same pattern. And then we will slowly walk ourselves back up the ball. All right, 1 minute here. Bring my stopwatch a little bit closer. We're going to walk ourselves out. Hands on the ball. We just did these, you got this. Fingertips on the ball, slow walk out. We'll get set first. So, come on all the way out. Head and shoulders resting on the ball. Shoulders, hips, knees, straight line. Feet hip width apart. Hands come under your hips. That'll help you place your elbows on the ball, which will make this a little bit easier. If you need to, we drop our hips just slightly. Then from here, we will fight with coming up onto our toes to start with, so heel off the ground, and as much weight as you can on that opposite leg. For 3, 2, 1. Heel goes down, so both heels are on the floor, and we'll alternate legs. Shift all of our weight onto that opposite leg. Heel comes off the ground, as little weight as possible on that opposite leg, and we rest there. If you want to start playing with getting that foot just a little bit up off the ground, we just lift the toe. Little toe lifts, and then nice easy back down, getting comfortable with the pattern, and then we'll switch sides. Little toe lifts. Now, if you've done this workout a few times already, we can try that leg extension or lift foot off the ground for 3, 2, and 1. And we'll switch sides. So very similar to the first exercise we did, where we're just lifting that toe or that foot. Okay, last one here. I will go full out, leg extension, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, last one, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Okay, hips drop. Let's slowly start walking ourselves back up. Hands come onto the ball, and you sit tall. Hardest of the 6. Keep practicing. Okay, this is the one where we need the wall. We're on exercise 5. 2 to go. Last one's down on the mat. It's everybody's favorite. Okay, come on over to the wall. Getting into position here is probably the hardest part of the exercise. Okay, so you are closest to the wall. The ball is away from the wall. We're going to bring our hips onto the ball. They are not going to be on top of the ball. They're not going to be on the side. We're going to place them right somewhere in the middle. You're going to bring one foot up beside the ball, and your other foot is going to go into the wall. So I have the sole of my foot on the wall, toes on the floor, opposite leg beside the ball. Both knees bend, and I'm going to get my hips onto the ball. Then I will place both feet at the wall. Knees bent. Hands can be on the ball. So my hips are not on top, they're not on the side, they're somewhere in the middle. Both legs are bent, so I'm almost hugging the ball with my thighs. Hands can be on the front of the ball to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. From here, we're going to come all the way over the ball. Bring your hands towards the floor. Okay, you are going to keep your legs bent through this entire exercise. If we straighten our legs, your upper body weight will pull you forward. You will do a somersault. So tuck and roll. If you keep your legs bent, you'll be just fine. Okay, from here, you are going to hinge from your hips. So we're not hinging from our back, you will hinge from your hips. I like hands on my hips, but if it makes you feel more comfortable to have your hands lightly on the ball in front of you, absolutely you can if you feel like the ball is going to shoot out from underneath you. We're going to come all the way down and over. Enjoy that stretch. Then hinging from hips, keeping legs bent, we're going to lift our torso up off the ball. Okay, so you might be looking at me right now, which is fine. Eventually, you want head in neutral. You don't want to look up, you don't want to look down. Your neck is an extension of your spine. My tummy is off of the ball. I am not hinging from here. You can see that my voice changed. I can't take a deep breath from here, so you want ribs off the ball. And then you can breathe, hinging from hips. Slow, lower. If you didn't get on the first one, no worries, we're gonna practice. All right, hands on hips or ball, shoulders away from ears. We hinge up, slow, nice straight line, little baby pause, slow, control, down. We're gonna work as we lift, slow lift, shoulders, hips, nice straight line, head in neutral, chin away from chest, and enjoy this stretch. Come to a full stretch. Enjoy that part. Hinge from hips. Up we come. Shoulders away from ears. Breathe. Tummy's off the ball. It allows us to take that breath all the way back down. Few more here. And this is my pace. If you can do 4 and need to take a pause, do 4 reps and take a pause. That's 1, One of the beauties of working with the ball is we all work at our own pace, we all work at our own speed, which is why we do a minute worth of work on our exercises. This is our last one here. Come on, all the way over. Enjoy that stretch. Okay, hands are going to come onto the ball. You're going to bring that one foot up beside you, other foot comes onto the floor, and there we are. Now you get to lay down. Last one of 6. You guys are doing so good. A lot of brand new to the ball is getting used to being on this piece of equipment. Not a lack of strength or stability, it's getting used to our ball. So last one here, we're gonna lay all the way down. If you have a mic pack, you just shift it out of the way. Both feet on top of the ball. Okay, so head and shoulders nice and relaxed. Torso is on the ground, and my lower calves and heels are up on the ball. I'm going to bring my arms out to the side at about 45 degrees with palms up. A lot of reasons for this. One of them is that you cannot use your hands to push and therefore cheat while we do this exercise. Okay, so palms are up, shoulders relaxed. From here, you're going to push into the ball. You're going to lift your hips, shoulders, hips, feet, nice straight line, toes pointed straight up towards the ceiling. Nice slow control on the down. Here we go for 1 minute. Now, as you lift and lower, you might find the ball rocking from side to side. That is your stronger leg pushing into the ball. Your weaker leg compensates, and you do a little teeter-totter till everything settles in. You should find as you keep going, that might get a little bit easier. And then nice, easy down. Okay, really control the up. Fight to keep the ball nice and still. Fight to keep toes pointed straight towards the ceiling. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Don't forget to breathe. Only lift as high as it feels comfortable. And for those of you who want to play a little bit, just because we're already on the floor, we're not going to hurt ourselves. You might just roll sideways. Go arms across your chest. Lift. You will find it makes the exercise more challenging, having arms across chest. We've now lost that little tripod position we made with our arms. And then just for fun, because this is our last one, close your eyes. Arms are across chest, eyes are closed, or if your arms are down by your side, close your eyes. And up we come. Fight for a hold. And nice, easy down. If you rolled sideways, just giggle, laugh. And you are done. Come on up to sit. As soon as we lose our visual cue, balance gets so much more challenging. I say fun, some people say challenging. So that is your brand new to the ball workout. We hope you join us in class. This is a great introduction to the ball, and I have you in a whole bunch of different positions to help you incorporate into class quite easily. If you enjoyed this workout, hit the lovely subscribe button and the bell icon in our YouTube page, and every week you'll get a new 10-minute workout right to your inbox. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Keep practicing.